Hello everyone, I am here with this lovely couple, Brad and Jeanette, who are the owners of this amazing Sprinter van. I was down here looking at the waves and I ran into them and asked if I could take a quick walk through, and they were kind enough to not only show me their van but also show it on camera. So Brad and Jeanette, take it away. What do you have here?
It's a 2019 Mercedes Sprinter van. It's a 144 length. I believe it's the shortest one. I know there's a 170, I believe. We chose the shorter one because it's just easier to get around, easier to find parking and such. Yeah, we got the high top to where I'm about 6 foot and I can stand up straight, full standing. And yeah, very minimal van. But we actually have if you can see here, swivel seats. We have the driver and the passenger. Don't use the driver much.
And you said that was an add-on, so you can keep your seat.
Yeah, you keep your original seat, and it's just a swivel mechanism. They just attach it, bolts line up and everything. There's a lever back here. You just pull the lever, and there you go. Yeah, you just got to straighten your seat up a little bit. Yeah, it attaches very easily to the original seat bracket. So that works out really well. Really well. And then we just have something simple, Yeti ice chest, which, you know, a lot of people don't do ice chest, but for us it's fine. You know, your ice lasts a couple days, like most ice chests.
You guys said you're like weekend warriors with this, or you take trips but you're not living out of it.
Yeah, we take trips, usually 3 or 4 day trips, but we have been on a 3-week trip. So it works. It's, you know, it's very minimal, but it's everything we need. You know, we have a EcoFlow charger there, so it charges all of our, you know, our TV, or laptop, or cell phones, coffee pot, hot plate. So I think it's a 1800 watt, I believe.
Do you mind if we look at the back of it and show them how many ports are on it?
Yeah.
This set also comes with a your solar panel that you can use in the summertime.
Cool. Yeah, it comes with the solar panel, which I'll show you. It's on the back.
Oh, awesome! Comes with.
Yeah,
and
you can plug in several items at the same time, as long as you're underneath that wattage that it allows.
Do you put it on your roof or just on the ground, or?
The solar panel, sometimes we'll put on the roof if we're taking off. If not, we'll just attach it to the front.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, or wherever if we're just sticking around. So it works well for us, you know. And if you're driving, there's a cigarette lighter there. You can just plug it into the side of your van.
And that charges it up?
It's charging while you're driving.
Awesome.
So yours probably has it too. Right here under your seat, there's a on this van. Here's your charge port.
Yeah.
So you just plug it in right there, and
right there.
And while you're driving, it charges.
If you're driving 4 or 5 hours, it'll charge that thing almost completely up.
And you said you've used it for your skillet and...
Yeah, we have a skillet, we have a laptop, we've got TV that charges.
It charges this little coffee pot.
Coffee pot.
Gotta have your coffee.
Yeah, gotta have the coffee. Yeah, and the sink here, we just bought it at Home Depot. It's just your basic sink. We don't have the, there comes with, or we bought on the side, 2 7-gallon tanks. One for fresh water and one for the gray water. So
you don't have to buy like the super expensive custom Sprinter van stuff. You can just go to Home Depot.
Very minimal.
This is a simple foot pump to pump your water if we had our tubs in.
So cool.
Yeah.
And that means you don't have to like deal with any power. You don't have to wire that thing up.
Yeah.
And then if you ever wanted, like, if you wanted to take that out, say you were hauling something really big, how big of a deal would it be to remove that? Is it bolted to the wall?
There's 2 bolts in the back that we just mounted it to this bracket, to this panel here.
Awesome.
Super simple.
Cool.
So yeah, you know, if we needed to use this as a storage.
Open that up. We bought this pump off of Amazon.
Yeah. I don't know what it's called.
Oh, cool. The whale.
The whale, yeah. And it's been a great pump. It's been a great pump for us. And we just got the lines from Home Depot, put a little drain in, which goes right into the empty tank.
Yeah, and this is just a regular Home Depot sink. It has and we just cut a piece of wood for our cutting board, and then we just have our sink, and then normally these would pump water if we had the tanks in it. But when we're not using it, you know, just a simple piece of wood cut out kind of makes it a nice little extra
platform.
Countertop, cutting board, all that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the best thing you'd probably get, not best, but little hooks to hang things. This is simple from IKEA.
Magnets?
Magnets, just magnets.
Hooks
Those are from Home Depot. Super simple. I think it's $13 for 2 hooks. These also, these little chargeable lights, USB chargeable lights that we use. Home Depot also.
Those are great lights, and you
Great
charge
lights.
those up, you get, I don't know.
Weeks.
You get weeks of lighting. Yeah, they're amazing. They're amazing. So then from there, we the bed on the side. I just mounted. If you would like.
Okay.
I just mounted little L brackets here on the side. See, L brackets, and then I just use the electrical unistrap, nice and strong, light. So, and then I just did a plywood on top of that, and you set your mattress right on top. It's works really well.
And you said your total build cost for your bed was how much?
I would say the bed, not including the mattress, because I don't remember the mattress. I would say $150.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Because I've been looking online for these, and it's like thousands of dollars, and that's just for the materials. Then you got your parts and your
those
labor.
Unistruts, I got 4 of them, and they're light and they're strong. So they're cheap. They're fairly cheap.
That's genius.
Yeah. So I still have some insulating to do up on the
But
upper
you just
walls
kind of
there.
travel seasonal to where, you know, if it's really cold, you might want to avoid that area. If it's really hot, you might want to avoid that area, and just kind of stay where the weather's temperate, so it's nice and so you can stay.
Coastal's always nice.
Coastal's
You
always
don't
nice.
need air for the most part.
What have you guys done when it gets cold?
We just tough it out. We try not to go to. We were in Colorado a
Last
month
month.
ago, and it got a little cold. But you know, if you use down blankets and
Yeah,
you know,
down
throughout the
blankets.
day, we're always walking, we're always moving. So at night, we come tuck into bed, watch a couple movies, and well, there you go. You can turn the van on if you like, and warm it up as
Needed.
As you need it. Yeah,
This is a diesel, right?
it's a diesel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you feel like the diesel gets better? Mileage is cheaper, is longer lasting. Are there any pros to diesel?
I believe the diesel is longer lasting for sure. The cost of fuel here in California, it's cheaper than your regular fuel. I mean, it's more expensive than your regular fuel, but as far as gas mileage, I don't know what the regular gas vans get. This gets, I would say, about 16 miles to the gallon
Okay.
with the diesel. It's 4-wheel drive. You got the bigger tires, which cuts a little off of your gas mileage. You got some Rhino wheels and BF Goodrich all-terrains, which are very good tires.
Very cool. While we're out here, you were mentioning your shower situation,
Yeah.
which is another totally MacGyver genius solution that you've built
Yeah,
here.
it's just your 4-inch PVC, 4-inch PVC, just cut to fit. You know, I think I can get maybe 8 gallons in there.
And so, what's the idea with this?
Well, we don't have an indoor shower, so on outdoors, if it's a warm day, the black, it gets warm water there.
So there's a spigot right
Yeah, I got a hose which connects right to there. You turn your valve on. And,
Is it just gravity that
yeah,
lets the water down?
Gravity fed. Yeah, and I got a tent. This is folds out. In the
Privacy.
tent. I mean, yeah, privacy. A lot of times we're alone, so you don't need it. But if you're in the public, put your tent up, put your hose up, take your shower as needed. Yeah, I built the shelf here with the same unistrut. Just your pine plywood there.
Very cool.
And just your Costco totes, and everything seems to work. Got a TV bracket there. So we just take our little iPad down, put it up as needed. Need to get a bigger unit there for sure. Yeah, it's done minimal. It's very minimal, but it's everything we need.
So you guys are pretty happy with what you have,
Yeah.
even without having all the crazy bells and whistles of like a luxury RV experience. You're happy traveling.
Right. Yeah, it's done very cheaply. Yeah, these window covers are.
Oh yeah, the window covers.
Yeah, these are really good. What are these?
They're wonderful.
The wonderful, like you're wandering.
Very cool.
Yeah,
That might be one of our best purchases.
everything's magnetic. Just put them up. They fit really nice.
That's so cool that they're magnetic.
You know what? This is the other side here.
That's brilliant.
Very good.
So it doesn't require extra
And
installation,
yeah,
extra
it's
parts.
blacked out. And it helps with the heat. And
Can I look at it from this side and see?
yeah.
Oh yeah, you can't see anything. Obviously, you can't see anything, but yeah, that's cool. So you guys haven't had any issues with, you know, feeling like I think you were mentioning if you're camping overnight, like the etiquette of kind of arriving late and leaving early.
If we don't have a campsite or a place to stay, we'll just pull into a neighborhood, you know. But we personally like to get in late and leave early. You know, the less you're seeing, the less issues you have. You know, if you go too early, you never want to leave garbage around. So our thought is you get in late and leave early. That way you're not bothering anybody. You know?
Okay, so for the toilet, you know, some people will go with the cassette, which is great, but for me, I didn't really want the slosh and the I don't know, I guess the bathroom stuff inside the van while we're driving. So we did the simple way. This is just a box from IKEA. Purchased this little toilet that has a flip lid, and you keep your.
Oh, cool! That's how you do it.
That's how you do it.
I was going to ask about like the seat part.
Yeah, and so then when you're done, you just take it and, you know, tie in the knot, and then you just dispose of it.
And you said these are biodegradable bags?
Biodegradable bags.
Bags, yeah.
Get them on Amazon.
Yeah.
I don't know the name of them, but then we just keep the roll inside here, and then make sure that we kind of cover it up before we put it, you know, with the new one, before we pack it away, so it's always ready. This way you're not driving around with like waste inside the van.
Brilliant.
You know, you keep all your toiletries and stuff in here and your cleaners. Super simple.
At this point, we are showing off what's called the TerraWagon. This is a window ventilation system. So if you haven't gotten around to installing a roof vent in your spinner van, you can just put this in, you roll up your window, and there you go. You've got ventilation. And then, you know,
Yeah, it really helps with ventilation. If you can get some air across the van, it really cools things off.
And it's got a bug screen in it too, so no
bug
mosquitoes.
screen, no bugs. It's one on either side. It kind of gets that air working.
Awesome.
And the other thing that helps with some ventilation when you're sleeping at night, if it's a little warmer, there's these little fans right here. You can get them on Amazon, and they just kind of swivel back and forth, easy enough to like put up and down. And those are
Chargeable fans.
chargeable fans.
They
USB-C?
They
Yep.
move a lot of air. Yeah, we have two fans, and we put them on either side, and it'll keep you cool for hours.
Yeah.
It's called an Opolar.
Yeah.
Opolar?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think they're like $12. I mean, super cheap. You know, but they work great.
So guys, if you were to do this again, starting from scratch, knowing what you know now, is there anything you would do differently?
Yeah, probably insulate first before we start putting in all the brackets. Because insulation, although you know we do fine without it, it is important to have, especially if you really want to travel or if you want to be on the road a little longer than we are. You know, if you want to make it more of a permanent thing, insulation is probably one of the things that we would do first.
And on that question, so in terms of sound, like, are you hearing, like, would you say too much noise from outside the vehicle? And do you think insulation would make a difference?
Insulation would make a difference, yeah. Yeah, I insulated down here on the lower panels, but I haven't decided. I want to put some windows in, some windows with vents. So I need to get that configured before I insulate up here on top. But yeah, even up here, a lot of people insulate up top, but for us, this seems to keep things cool when it's hot and halfway warm when it's cold. So I think I'm going to leave the top alone, but I am going to do a roof vent, a fan. So if I had a fan up here and those vents on the front windows, it would really circulate the air and it would be good.
So cool.
Yeah.
You guys have been so helpful to me personally. I just want to thank you because I just bought a sprinter van and I'm just now getting my head around how to build it out and thinking minimal is the way I want to go with my budget and my needs. Because I also want it to be modular where I can use it for work trips and also for camping.
Yeah.
And this is so cool because in my case, if I had a bed system like this, I can just put tons of stuff underneath And if I ever really needed this space, I could take the mattress off and put more stuff on top there.
Yeah.
Get a step ladder or something.
I see a lot of people put their bed on the ground, but you need a lot of storage. Storage space is very important. So the higher you put your bed, the more storage space you're going to have underneath. So it's something to think about.
Yeah, and I've seen these kind of like 3-part cushion beds, and I already know, you and me both with our backs, no thank you. Give me a mattress.
Yeah, this is it's big enough for us, and it's very comfortable.
How much harder is it to drive your Sprinter van than a car?
Actually, the shorter van, the 144, I prefer because it's the shortest of them, and you fit in normal parking spots easily. If you get the 170, which a lot of people like them, it's better because you can get showers in there as such. But this is convenient. You can park in any parking spot for the most part.
So if you had to do this all over again, you get the same size.
Yeah.
Same configuration, yeah.
And this again is a
144.
got it.
High roof. And that's, well, we contemplated a short roof. It's just that with his height, it just kind of looks a little better with a little bit more room.
It's nice to stand up completely straight in there. Over time it is nice.
You just have to be careful going in and out of garages.
Correct.
Yeah, or not going in them at all. Yeah.
Even drive-throughs, like fast food drive-throughs, you can't drive in those either. So you have to eliminate the fast food drive-throughs. You got to get out. But
Well, some of them, you have to be aware. You always have to be aware of the height. Yeah, when we first bought this van, we pulled over to get some gas and
Couldn't figure out.
what the heck is it? Yeah, so it's inside the door. You can't even get to that without opening the door. So I had to YouTube it.
oh, here you go, Brad. Here's the name of the rack.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This is the abbreviation.
Oh, cool, you
but
got-
I don't know what the name is. I'd have to look up that abbreviation.
It's a nice step ladder.
Yeah.
See, step ladder and the rack. It's all the same there. Same company.
Very cool.
Works well.
Yeah, you can crawl up there and take some really great pictures from wherever you're at. I normally do that, but it's got, you can put a platform up if you want or whatever, but for us, we just kind of use it for sightseeing, but
You guys have covered a lot here, and this is such a cool build. It's like I've been looking for minimal, and even the quote-unquote minimal builds are way more elaborate and expensive than this.
Yeah.
And it's just like, for so many people, it's just like, unnecessary, unrealistic. Before we sign off, because I know you guys have shown off most of what you had here, do you have any parting advice for people who are wanting to get started with this lifestyle, either just as weekend warriors like you guys, or maybe people who are trying to live in it?
I would say if you're strapped for money, or if you don't want to spend as much as a lot of people do, go minimal. I mean, and if something doesn't work, it's fairly cheap to change it out. You can always change your thought as you go.
yeah.
Yeah, and I would say insulate. If you can, insulate the van. It just helps so much with the temperature inside. Those would be my.
But other than that, I would say, go for it and enjoy your life and just go where the wind takes you, really, because it really is a fun way to travel.
You guys are awesome, really inspirational, power couple. You guys are, doing this together, and you just seem like such a great team. Really inspirational.
All righty, well, thank you, bud.
Thank you guys.